but the team there, I don't think you can do that here. Hello, good day. Thank you so much for watching my channel. So if you are a new subscriber, thank you for watching my video, and if you are a returning subscriber, you are welcome. So today we are going to talk about things you should consider before arriving in Germany, or things you should have at the back of your mind if you are planning to come to Germany. So the first one I would say is that most of the times people think that immediately you come to Germany, the following day you can start working. Most of the times it's not so, because you have to register yourself, you have to do anmeldung. As for anmeldung, you hear it almost everywhere, almost every office you go to. So you need this. So the second one is accommodation. Most people find it difficult to find accommodation immediately they arrive. So usually you have to search for accommodation in your country before you come here. For my situation, I struggled finding an accommodation. I checked online, and most of the times the hostels available would be available in the second or third semester. But I'm coming to Germany. I need a room or accommodation the first semester. I can't wait for maybe next year for me to get a place. If you travel here without accommodation, thinking you'll find a place to live, maybe you can find a hotel, or I don't know, a motel. Maybe you can find that. But if you want a place to rent, start searching before you arrive here. The third one is that most people who have an English background, who travel here for maybe to seek for a job or for studies, want to work, immediately. And usually the work here is most of the jobs available in Germany require German language skills, and it's a serious issue. It's not something that is just like that, So if you want to come here to maybe study and you want to work for a while, you must know that most of the jobs available require German skills. You can get an English speaking job, but usually it is limited, you see. So put it at the back of your mind that Germany requires some German skills. For most German companies require some German skills for them to employ you. That is reality. The next one is that you have to prepare for the weather change. Today it is snowing, the following day it can be raining. So be prepared to always Google on how the weather is going to be like. The nice thing too about living in Germany is that most companies, most shops, and even bus stations have free Wi-Fi. So you can take advantage of it, and it's easy. Logging in is not difficult. So that is the nice thing about living in Germany, or in Berlin, I should say. So this point too is very, very important, especially for people who come for studies or for work, or you come alone in Germany or even in a foreign country. Try and join a group or an association. If you're a Christian, try and find a church that you go to associate yourself and fellowship with other people. Because coming to a foreign country without knowing anybody and staying alone without any kind of interaction might lead you to feel so lonely, and that loneliness might cause some anxiety and depression. So I'd strongly advise you to join an association or a group when you come to a foreign country. And this joining an association also helps you in case you want to know how to register yourself in the country. You need assistance finding an accommodation. You need assistance for someone to translate a document from German to English for you. You can easily find some assistance. But if you are living alone, it might not be so easy for you to find the assistance you need. The seventh one is for those who are coming alone. Prepare to live an independent life. Sometimes we live with our families and our parents, and they do things for us. registration of staff, they do it for us. But when you are coming to a foreign country, prepare to be independent, prepare to do your own research, prepare to ask questions, prepare to do the necessary things for you to live here peaceably. If you are a person who usually depends on others, you will find it very difficult living in this country. So try and be independent, try to make the move, try and do things on your own, and don't wait for someone to tell you to do certain things before you do them. So the eighth one is try and ask questions with letters you receive and documents you receive that you don't understand. That is why it boils down to joining an association or a group in this country. So when you receive letters you have no idea what it means or how to go about it, ask questions. How should I do it? For people to help you maneuver your way in Germany. So the rents here in Germany are relatively expensive too, in the sense that you can get a home, you can get cheaper ones if you're a student and living in a hostel. That you can get a cheaper one. But when you are done with school and you need to move out of the hostel, at least you have to budget for 350 euros to maybe 700 or 800, depending on what your needs are. But usually after you are done with school, you can work to pay your rent. But you have to be prepared that rent here is not cheap. For this next one is some way for me, in the sense that most institutions in Germany here speak German. Some speak English, but some people who speak English are not required to even speak English with a client or someone that wants an information in the company. For my personal experience, I had this experience. I had an issue with something I was working with, and I called one company to help me with their assistance. So the person was speaking Deutsch, and I was like, oh, telling him that my Deutsch is not that good. Can we speak in English? This man's English was flawless. So he told me that he wished he could assist me in English, but the company policy is that they can't speak in English to offer assistance with what I needed assistance with. So that made me very sad. I was like, oh. So he was very polite, but that is the company's policy. There is nothing he can do about it. So that also boils down to finding an association or a group in case you need someone who speaks good German to help you with some calls you need to do. The person can help you with it. So that is what you should also consider before moving to Germany. There are African shops here, so don't be perturbed or don't be worried that you wouldn't eat fried plantain and beans or even fufu. You can prepare some neat fufu or the blender one. That is good. But the team there, I don't think you can do that here. So yeah, so these are the 10 things you should consider. I think there are so much more out there. So if you want a part 2 to this, let me know in the comment section. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, like, and send down your comments below on the things that you think other people should consider before moving to Germany, because Germany is a beautiful country. So don't forget, people who are amazing help others to be amazing. Thank you.